How did you guys think of Slash Ceiling and Strigoi? All right, so this is the way that I want to do this is I'm going to ask each filmmaker a question apiece. Slash Ceiling, you guys are a pair. And then I'm going to turn it over to you guys. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the mental health side of the projects, and I want you guys to kind of talk about the filmmaking side of projects. And let's do this. All right, so where's the idea? I guess my question for you both is, obviously both of these movies deal with toxic masculinity, and you guys in particular focuses on toxic masculinity and kind of almost how this like society looks down on women in the workplace. Can you guys talk about where that inspiration came from?
So the inspiration for Kai's character really came from personal experiences. As an author, I've done a lot of panels where especially in the sci-fi genre and the horror genre, I'm usually the only female, non-binary type of author, and it's all men. It's exactly what happened to Kai in The Office has happened to me in public, in front of readers, and so that would be like direct inspiration for that.
All right, let me just say that I'm so sorry. Toxicity in the workplace is already hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's like once you clock out, like the job still lingers with you for a little bit because it takes your effect on mental health, and so it breaks my heart to kind of hear that you had to endure that.
Thank you.
All right, turn it over to Adam. You kind of give a little bit of a fresh spin on the vampire, and one of the things that I really enjoy about this one is the elements of both toxic masculinity and kind of Stockholm syndrome, and I'm wondering if you can kind of talk about the mental health as a creator of diving into such heavy topics.
Yeah, so when I actually developed most of these characters several years ago in like spec script format, not actually thinking this was something I would ever get to put on film. And there were definitely elements of, particularly, the Gary character, the vampire, that became a lot more intense to film in person than I anticipated when writing it down. Especially in like the very older drafts where when he gets revealed as a non-vampire, it was almost like a comedic twist.
Sure.
But obviously applying that in the actual scene and watching the actors play it out, it was not at all funny to watch. Like there was nothing humorous about the situation, so I decided to lean much harder into just that psychological element to it.
Yeah, I remember we actually watched your submission during a committee meeting, and the credits on it rolled, and we were just kind of like, there's a couple films that you guys will see this weekend that really kind of just left us with that heavy feeling, and so I can't imagine both of the shorts did actually. We really kind of were like in awe that they were addressing these topics but yet in like slashers format and also at the same time vampires. And so I really admired kind of the blending of the two, and I think you guys have a perfect home here at Horrific Hope. Thank you. So I want to turn it over to you guys. Any questions at all for any of these fine three filmmakers? I said that backwards. That's very late. I'm sorry. I should say three fine filmmakers. There we go. Anything? Anyone got it?
My question is for the Slash Ceiling. So I have a film tomorrow that's playing, Bailout, that also stars Justin Sisk. I was curious. I know you shot in Fredericksburg almost exclusively. I'm also from Fredericksburg. I know Justin currently lives in Fredericksburg. Is Justin a friend of yours? Did you cast him? He just happened to stand out, or how did that happen?
So I actually met Justin playing in Dead of Night, and we were both filming up north in Maryland. So I didn't cast him because I knew him. Of course, Justin is very professional, and I did know that, so it definitely helped when I saw him submit. But what really helped is even in his submission, he was exactly what I was looking for in that character. Just he wore the tank sweater over the shirt. He had the glasses on, even in the audition. Really, almost like young Orville Redenbacher, and I mean, when I saw him, I immediately knew like that this is it. So that was really the main factor. But definitely knowing him from other acting jobs and knowing that he is professional on set helped that along.
Anyone else? All right, well, I'm gonna pull the cat out of the bag. Adam's working on a movie tomorrow, so hopefully you guys will see that this time next year. Fingers crossed. Let's hope. So tomorrow we're starting at 10 a.m. We have a great list of shorts to show you guys, and it ends on one of the most bizarre movies we have here. Couple faces off against a killer sandwich. That's all I'll say. It's very funny. Yeah. So before we end tonight, I meant to say this to you all when we started tonight, but we here at Victims and Villains and the Horrific Hope Committee, we really not only value you guys as filmmakers for coming out and being a part of this, and for all of you in this room right now being a part, but I don't know if you guys have ever gone to like a convention or like have people outside of the shared common interests. There's a lot of toxicity in fandom, and we try to counteract that. And so I want to end tonight with just reminding you guys that you have value and that you have worth. I don't know when the last time someone told you that is, but I want to remind you here tonight, and you're going to hear it a great deal this weekend, because I believe that deconstructing the stigma surrounding mental health and depression and anxiety and depression. Is it too? It's too late. I'm sorry. And anxiety and suicide ideations. You matter. So as you drive home tonight or your hotel, just remember that you matter. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow at 10 a.m.